Some men think power is loud. They think it's about who shakes their hand at the door, who clears a path when they walk in, who lowers their eyes when they speak. But real power? Real power doesn't announce itself. It waits. And sometimes it orders water instead of champagne. Stay with me until the end of this story, because what happened that night inside one of the city's most exclusive clubs left a room full of people speechless and brought a man who lived off fear to his knees in less than 5 minutes. Before we begin, if you enjoy stories about hidden strength, instant karma, and powerful reversals, subscribe to the channel Nightfall Stories. Like the video and comment below. Have you ever seen someone underestimate the wrong person? Now let me take you inside Club Varelli. Friday nights at Club Varelli were chaos wrapped in velvet. The bass was so deep it felt like a second heartbeat. Blue and red lights flashed across the dance floor like warning signals. Perfume, expensive cologne, alcohol, ambition, all mixed in the air. People didn't come to Club Varelli just to dance. They came to be seen, and then there was her. She didn't look like she belonged there, and yet she looked like she owned the room. Her name, though no one knew it yet, was Alina Vale. She wore a simple black dress, no glitter, no designer logos screaming for attention, no diamonds catching the light. Her hair fell naturally over her shoulders. She stood at the bar and ordered a glass of water, just water. The bartender hesitated, almost confused, then handed it over. Elena didn't scan the room nervously like someone out of place. She observed, calmly, carefully, like someone taking mental notes. That's when he noticed her, Dante Marino. If Club Varelli had a king, it was Dante. The bouncers greeted him with nods and handshakes. The DJ gave subtle shout-outs when he walked in. Bartenders rushed when he snapped his fingers. He wasn't just physically intimidating, he was influential. People owed him favors. People feared him. He thrived on that fear. Dante stepped beside her, confidence radiating off him like cologne. "New here?" he asked, his voice smooth but edged with arrogance. Elena took a slow sip of water before answering. "Yes, just one word, steady, clear." Dante smirked. "Then you should understand how things work around here." He leaned closer. Too close. His hand rested on the counter, boxing her in slightly. "And how do they work?" she asked calmly. A few nearby guests subtly shifted. They recognized the pattern. They'd seen this before. Dante's voice lowered. "You show respect," he said. "Especially when someone important talks to you." Elena raised one eyebrow. "Respect," she replied softly, "is earned. It's not demanded." A small murmur rippled through the bar. Dante laughed loudly, playing to the invisible audience. "You're either brave," he said, "or you have no idea who you're talking to." "I have both," she replied. And that was the moment everything tilted. Dante's smile faded. His hand moved. He grabbed her arm, not violently, but firmly, enough for everyone nearby to see. The music kept pounding. The lights kept flashing. But the tension at the bar was electric. "Apologize," Dante muttered close to her ear. Now, Elena didn't pull away. She didn't raise her voice. She simply looked at his hand on her arm. "You should let go," she said quietly. He tightened his grip slightly. That was his final mistake. Because less than 60 seconds later, the music stopped. Completely. The bass cut off mid-beat. The lights flickered, then switched to bright white. Confused murmurs spread across the club. The main doors opened. 4 men entered. Black suits, calm, focused. They didn't rush. They didn't shout. But the air shifted the moment they walked in. The club manager hurried toward them, then froze. "Miss Vale," he said under his breath. Dante turned, irritated. "What is this?" he snapped. "What's going on?" Alina slowly removed Dante's hand from her arm. Effortlessly. "You really should have listened," she said. One of the suited men stepped forward. "Mr. Dante Marino." His tone was polite, but ice-cold. Dante scoffed. "Yeah? And?" The man pulled out a phone, turned the screen toward him. Video footage, security footage, a warehouse, illegal activity. Dante clearly visible, the color drained from his face. "The authorities are already on their way," the man said calmly. The room was silent now. No music, no laughter, just reality. The suited men stepped aside. Elena moved forward. She wasn't angry. She wasn't smiling. She was composed. "My name," she said evenly, "is Elena Vale." She let the name settle. "I recently acquired majority ownership of this establishment." A glass slipped from someone's hand and shattered on the floor. "And," she continued, "I chair the Vale Foundation, the organization funding over 40% of the redevelopment projects in this district." Someone whispered, "No way." Dante looked like he couldn't breathe. "This is a joke," he muttered weakly. Elena met his eyes. "No," she said softly. "This is accountability." He stepped back, his confidence evaporating in real time. "I didn't know," he stammered. "That's exactly the problem," she replied. Sirens echoed faintly outside, getting closer. Dante's knees trembled. "Please," he said suddenly. I didn't know who you were." Elena tilted her head slightly. "You shouldn't need to know who someone is to treat them with respect." The words were quiet, but they cut deeper than shouting ever could. Dante sank to his knees, right there on the polished club floor. The same floor he once strutted across like royalty. "I'll fix it," he pleaded. "I'll do anything." Elena turned to the club manager. "Call the police," she said calmly. "They're already outside," he whispered. She looked back down at Dante. "Learn something tonight," she said. He looked up desperately. "Power without character," she continued, "is just insecurity wearing confidence." The police entered moments later. No dramatic resistance. No shouting. Just cold metal cuffs clicking into place. As they led Dante away, the room remained frozen. Elena stepped toward the DJ booth. "Music," she said simply. The beat returned. Slow at first, then steady. Life resumed, but something had changed. She walked toward the exit. The club manager hurried beside her. "I had no idea you were coming tonight," he said nervously. "That was the point," she replied. "I like to see how things operate when no one is performing." "And what did you see?" he asked carefully. She paused near the door. "I saw fear mistaken for influence," she said. "And I saw staff too afraid to intervene." He lowered his head. "That changes tonight," she added. She stepped outside into the cool air. The flashing police lights reflected in the club's glass exterior. For a moment, she simply stood there. She really had just wanted to dance, to blend in, to feel normal. But sometimes anonymity reveals truth faster than titles ever could. The next week, Club Varelli implemented strict conduct policies, security retrained, staff empowered to intervene. A clear zero-tolerance approach to intimidation. Word spread quickly. Not about Elena's wealth, not about Dante's arrest, but about what happened when someone tried to assert dominance over the wrong person. Months later, the club felt different, lighter, safer. One Friday night, Elena returned. Same black dress, same quiet presence. She ordered water again. But this time, when someone accidentally bumped into her, they apologized instantly. Not because they recognized her, but because respect had become the standard. Before we end this story, remember something important. True power doesn't need witnesses, it doesn't need volume, and it certainly doesn't need intimidation. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Nightfall Stories for more powerful real lifestyle narratives. Like the video, share it, and comment below. Have you ever seen someone abuse power only to lose it instantly? Because sometimes the loudest person in the room is just one quiet truth away from falling, and sometimes the woman ordering water owns the entire building.